Hey, this is Jessica Condit here in Athens, Georgia. I'm the summer staff coordinator this summer, and I look forward to being there with you guys. I do not have a family or any pets that will be traveling with me, but I'm excited about being a part of the team and becoming a family with you guys. When I feel most alive, I am on a dance floor with all of my friends. That's my favorite place to be. 10 years ago, the biggest decision of my life was made, and that was to move to Georgia and be the area director of Madison and then Athens, which is where I am now, which I'm very thankful that I made that decision. I thought when I was growing up that I was going to be a Broadway star and that I was going to be performing in New York City. And so I still sometimes think about that and hope that that's one day going to be my dream job. Things that you can be praying for. We are just getting ready for our camp trips this summer. One camp trip will come to Windy Gap while we're there, and I'll go on to others this summer. So that's just a big prayer for me right now. So can't wait to meet you. Bye.
Hey guys, I'm Sam Heilig. I live in the Brookhaven area of Atlanta, and I'm going to be the camp musician this summer for a session at Windy Gap with y'all. Looks like we've got a great team, and I'm excited to be with y'all, work with y'all this summer. I'm married to the lovely Rachel Heilig. We've been married for a little over 2 years, and she works in sales at IBM. And so she'll be kind of back and forth between work and being with us on assignment. Hopefully she'll be able to be there more often than not, but we're not quite sure what that's going to look like yet. But y'all will definitely get to meet her this summer. Whenever I feel the most alive is probably whenever I am playing my songs for folks that need to hear the gospel, that I could present the gospel to them with my songs. So obviously I love playing at Young Life Camp, love the ministry and the relational element of it, and yeah, that's probably when I feel the most alive. About 10 years ago, I was 16, and I had this random kind of EKG done. They were doing them at my school for free just to kind of check, especially the student-athletes' hearts. And they found this little blip on it, and it ended up that I had this thing called Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome, and so I had to have this little minor heart surgery done. And so, yeah, that happened when I was 16. It was pretty crazy. I didn't realize, at the time that it was a big deal, but I guess it kind of was. So I'm a heart surgery survivor as of 10 years ago. Whenever I was growing up, when I was younger, I really wanted to be Michael Jordan. I was pretty convinced that I was going to be an NBA player when I was about 5 years old. And then I got to high school and sat on the bench on my varsity team and realized pretty quickly that that wasn't going to happen. In order to pray for Rachel and I, y'all can be praying that we'd be able to figure out how to best manage her time between Windy Gap and home, with work and being on assignment. Obviously, we want her to be there as much as possible, but we're not exactly sure how that'll work out yet. So if y'all can be praying for that, that would be great. Also, something that I've done for the last couple of years, and y'all might have seen some other camp musicians do this, is I've been giving away CDs to campers and leaders and adult guests for the last 2 summers. And it's something I'd love to continue doing this summer, but I have to raise about $11,000 in order to make that happen this summer between our 4-week assignment as well as the 4-week assignment I'll be taking afterwards at Carolina Point. So if y'all can be praying for us in that fundraising as well, that would be great. But yeah, excited to be with y'all this summer. See you soon.
Hey, my name is Clark Boutwell, and I'm on staff in Johns Creek, which is right outside of Atlanta. And I'm going to be in the dining hall as a work group boss this summer. And I am single, but I have 2 awesome parents that live in Augusta, and I have a sister. She and I are only 9 months apart, which is crazy. She was adopted when she was 2 days old, and then a week later, my parents found out that they were pregnant with me. And in Johns Creek, I live with a family, and they have 4 kids and 5 dogs and 5 chickens, a pet deer, I can tell you all about that later, and a pet donkey and a pet goat. So never boring around here. When I guess when I was 10 10 years ago, I was in middle school, and I thought I had just gotten my first boyfriend, and he would come and sit at the lunch table, and we were too nervous to talk to each other, so he would just talk to all my friends, and that was, I guess, what happened 10 years ago. I feel most alive when I am playing soccer or spending time with really close family and friends. And when I thought about what I want to be when I grew up, I thought I was going to be a doctor who practiced with like a nutritional spin. And ways you can be praying for me is we've just been dealing with some really heavy stuff with kids in the past couple of weeks, and just trying to keep my eyes fixed on Jesus. Excited to see everyone in May at Winnie Gap. Can't wait to get to know y'all better. Bye.
Hey y'all, I am Ensign Duo. I am on staff in Clutch City, Houston, and this summer I will be serving as a head leader. I love to travel. I would absolutely say that I feel most alive when traveling. 10 years ago, I was a freshman in college, and I got to see the Justin Timberlake Sexy Back Tour twice, in Houston and in San Antonio, and it was awesome. By far the highlight of my freshman year of college. And when I was growing up, I wanted to be Whitney Houston, or because my dad told me I could not be another person, I wanted to be a lawyer. If I was growing up now, I would absolutely say that I wanted to be Olivia Pope, like a gladiator in a suit, looking nice, telling people what to do. That was exactly what I wanted to be. So similar to what I'm doing now. You can pray that I would be present at camp. I am a warrior, and typically on assignments, I think about things at home. So you can pray that I would not do that this assignment. Looking forward to meeting all of y'all. Peace out.
Hey everybody, I'm Clay, and I'm the camp director this summer from Augusta, Georgia. I definitely would not have made everybody do this if I had realized just how awkward this can be and is. But I do want to introduce my family, so here we go, starting over here.
Hello, I'm Huck. I am 15, and I'm going off to Macaulay for boarding school. And my favorite class there is biology.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm 13, and I am obsessed with elephants.
What grade are you in?
Oh, I'm in 9th grade. 8th grade.
I'm in
8th grade.
Tate. Hi, my name's Tate. I'm 9 years old, and sorry, I'm having a really bad hair day today. And my favorite animals are cats, and I like to sing and do gymnastics. So when you see me there, they are.
My name is Zeke, and I'm 10 years old, and my favorite sport is baseball. I'm in 3rd grade, and my favorite team is the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Oh, boo, Georgia Bulldogs.
And I'm Christy, the mom and wife of Clay, and I love to travel. I'd like to do that more, and I love to jog just very slowly. That's it.
All right, so what am I doing when I feel the most alive? It's being surrounded by these folks, but also I love to hike and I like to fish. What was I doing 10 years ago? A story from 10 years ago this month. We adopted this guy right here. Zeke was born February 2nd, 10 years ago, and was adopted, came home into our household on February 28th. So that was a fun month for us. Another question was, what did I want to be for real when I grew up? And that was an electrical engineer. I love taking apart electronics and trying to put them back together. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. May have gotten shocked a couple of times. Y'all realize I can see you all. Finally, how can you be praying? Pray that we can survive between now and assignment, just that we can make it to the assignment in the midst of this. And just pray truly that my kids will survive, because I'm about to end a few of their, well, I won't say that. Seriously though, let's just all be in prayer for the assignment. Pray that the busyness will not hinder the important in our world and in our lives, and that we can trust in Him in everything that we're doing. Thanks. See ya in May.
Yeah!
Hello again and welcome. My name is Bart Scarborough. I'm the Metro Director in Athens, Georgia, Greater Athens, Georgia. I am the camp speaker. We have a dog named Noble. He's an English Cocker, and he's black, and he wiggles a lot.
Do you have a family?
I also have a family, a wife, my lovely wife, Victoria, my precious daughter, Charlotte, who's 10, and we have a 4.5-year-old son now that we've had for 4 months, David from Nicaragua.
What makes you feel most alive?
Snow skiing.
Where? What was something that happened to you 10 years ago?
I can't remember back that far, literally. I don't know the answer. I was 35 10 years ago. I don't know.
What did you really want to do when you grew up?
Probably play in the NBA.
And then how can we be praying for you?
You can pray for our family as we make this transition to having a new family member who doesn't really understand family or member or any English.
Perfect. Okay.
Hi, I'm Rex Bailey, and I'm on staff in Cypress, Texas, in Northwest Houston, and I'll be the men's work crew boss this summer in Windy Gap. I have a wife named Katie and a dog named Teddy. One of the things I love doing is playing disc golf, and I just love being out there on the course and trying to get the disc into the basket and just building relationships with the people I'm playing with. Something that happened to me 10 years ago, I joined the Latin Club in high school, and my senior year became the president of the Latin Club. One of the ways that you can be praying for us and for me is relationships with kids this summer while on our assignment and just hearing their stories and our time together. Thanks very much.
What's up, guys? My name is Garrett Master. I'm from Cypress, Texas in Northwest Houston, and this summer I am an assistant head leader. Something that happened 10 years ago to me. I was 13 years old in the 7th grade, and I think something that happened to me that year is I separated my shoulder BMXing with a bunch of friends. It was something we like to do. Let's see what else is on here. Something I wanted to be when I grew up besides YL staff. I wanted to be a professional hockey player, so that's what I played growing up. I would have loved to do that full time, but I'm 5'5", so that doesn't really work. Let's see, just to finish it out, something you can be praying for me for. This is my first year on Young Life staff, and so just taking kids to camp and getting camp sign-ups and finishing out the semester strong would be something to really pray for. Looking forward to meeting all y'all. See ya.
Hi, I'm Erin Legan. I am on staff in Sugar Land, Texas, which is south of Houston. I am going to be the assistant work crew boss this summer at Windy Gap, which I'm really, really excited about. I don't have any pets. I live in Houston, but my family is from Austin, Texas, and they all live there, minus my one sister that goes to A&M. Oop. I feel most alive when I'm outside, when I'm like hiking, or I used to rock climb. I really enjoy just being outside, swimming, traveling, and hanging out with friends is where I get the most life. A story of something that happened to me 10 years ago. Well, like 9 years ago, I was playing golf with my mom, and she actually on her backswing hit me in the face with a golf club right here. Probably can't see. I have a scar there though. I got 6 stitches. It was pretty awful. Everyone that I was taking a golf lesson with just turned around, and I had blood all over my face, and to this day I won't let my mom live it down. You know, I just tell her that she hit me in the face with a golf club. So and what I really wanted to be when I grew up was an architect. Since I was in elementary school, I wanted to design people's houses, which is really weird for someone who's in elementary school. When you're like 8 years old, you're like, I want to design houses. But I really wanted to do that. Took 2 years of class for that in high school. Did 5 years at A&M for that. Thought that I was going to do that. Now I'm on Young Life staff. So, yeah, crazy. But a way you can be praying for me is just for the rest of the semester. It's so far been really quick to start, and I actually am out of the country right now and feel like I've missed out on a lot. So just praying that once I get back, this semester would be in full swing, and that kids would come to know Jesus through me, because I've been kind of out of it lately. So yeah, just pray for renewal and revival with my spirit, because I feel like I've taken a beating just from Satan, and it's been kind of hard. So yeah, thanks for praying, and I'm excited to meet everybody.
Hey Clay and assigned team friends, John Sharp here in my office, spinning in a chair, and my job this summer is summer staff coordinator, and my wife Chassie and I have been married for 8 years. We have Jane, who's 3, May, who's 1.5, and Ann, who's 5 months. What makes me feel most alive? Well, breathing. But other than that, I would say being a father to 3 girls is just fun, man. So, a story from 10 years ago. I'll keep it short. I interviewed with a good friend of mine, Blake Spann, Memphis Grizzlies players when we were in college 10 years ago, and that was awesome. Blake made a fake pass. We snuck down low, talked to several players. I was pretty much starstruck the whole time. What did I want to be when I grew up? I wanted to be a baseball player, but that didn't really happen. Well, I just knew it wasn't going to happen. So my real desire at about age 7 or 8 was to be an umpire, because I thought, man, that's the next best thing. And what can you be praying for me? You know, father of 3 girls, 3 and under, and being an area director, which is a lot to do, but just gives me life. Trying to take a bunch of kids to camp this summer, but really excited about being with y'all. Look forward to it, and we'll see you soon.
Hello. My name's Carly Crosby. This is very unnatural for me. I am in Northwest Houston, Texas, and I am on direct ministry staff. This is my 4th year. And my job for this summer is I'm on a program with Devin and Will. Super excited. Introduction of my family and pets. Here I am. What am I doing when I feel the most alive? That's probably tanning in some capacity, whether that's fake tanning, outdoor tanning, most likely listening to music or reading a comedic book, like a book written by a comedian. That's what a comedic book is. Tell a story of something that happened to you 10 years ago. I have 2 rods in my back. I had scoliosis, so now I have 2 titanium rods in my back. So it was hilarious. What did I want to be when I grew up? I wanted to be an actress, but more importantly, I wanted to be on SNL because I thought they needed me. And then, how can you be praying for me? My concern for the summer is my voice. I tend to lose it pretty fast, so if y'all could pray for that, that would be awesome. Thanks.
What's going on, guys? My name is Devin Volter. I'm on staff in Missouri City, Texas, just outside of Houston, and I'll be on the program team this summer. I have no family, no pets, so what you see is what you get. And 10 years ago, I was a senior in high school, and I was out at a friend's ranch riding around on his four-wheeler, and he wanted to show me this button that when you push it, you go really fast in reverse. So he pushes the button, we're going super fast in reverse, and he loses control and flips the four-wheeler. And we both get thrown off. I get thrown like 5, 6, 20 feet away from it. And I look up, and the four-wheeler has landed on top of him, but he's like in between the wheels. Like the four-wheeler's not actually on him, but I thought he was dead. And so I freaked out. But it turns out he was okay, and we both walked away. When I was growing up, before I went on Young Life staff, I always wanted to be an airline pilot since I was 4 years old. And things to be praying for preparation for the assignment, that we as a program team can be funny and come up with some awesome stuff for the kids, and that we can just prepare spiritually for what we're going to be doing, and also be focused still in our own areas here in Missouri City, building relationships with kids. Looking forward to meeting all of y'all in May.
Hi, I'm Will Odom. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm on the program team. Oh, see, Charlie. Well, it doesn't smell like pimento cheese. Hey, folks, this is my office. I just wanted you to get to know me a little bit here on the video selfie. This is Ensign. She's going to be a head leader on the team. We work together. There she is. This is kind of standard Young Life office photocopier. The paper cutter. Got some pictures on the walls over here. My family, I'll tell you a little bit about my family. They're not here. They don't work with me that closely. I'm married to a lady named Jessica. She's fine. That's her with the red hair. The other ones are teenagers that I'm not married to. And this is a picture of my son from about a year ago. And this is a picture of my daughter from about a year ago when she was an infant, being held by a high school girl. I do outreach high school ministry. It's kind of a big part of my life. I feel most alive when I'm sitting around on the couch with a friend, just laughing. Here's my outline for the video selfie. 10 years ago, it was my freshman year of college. The day I moved into college, I broke up a domestic abuse fight in an elevator. The day I moved into college in Reese Hall at the University of Tennessee. The guy's name was Terrence R. Eubanks. I was summoned to court as a witness my first semester of college. What did I really want to be when I grew up? I'm not going to answer that question, but I'm going to answer the question with what hobby I know now that I want to do when I'm like 50 or 60, and that's hot air ballooning. It's a big thing for me. I will say that it was kind of spurred on by a recent episode of The Bachelor, where it just seemed very serene and romantic, and there's always a guy in the basket with you operating the balloon, which I feel like is just kind of where I want to be. How can you be praying for me? It's just going to be a long semester, y'all. We had a planning meeting this morning for program for this summer. I'm really excited, but I want to get there. I want my kids to play in the grass. Really excited about being in Windy Gap. I'm a minute over.
Hey guys, my name is Lucho Yanca. I'm an area director in Houston Central. I'm gonna have the honor to be assistant head leader in Windy Gap with you guys. So that's gonna be super cool, okay? So I'm gonna introduce my family. Of course, it's not here because I'm trying to make the video for you guys. So I've been married for 16 years. My wife's name is Mel. I met my wife in college. She was my best friend over there, and she's still my best friend, and that's something that is amazing. I have 3 kids. Hannah, she's 12 years old. She's in middle school. I have Lucho Jr., like me, Lucho. He's 6 years old. He's in kindergarten. And we have Mary Ellen, which is 2 years old. Okay? We have only 2 pets. So one is Mr. Fish, and the other is Bubble Eyes, which is another fish. Okay? What I'm doing when you feel the most alive. Something that I love to do is do road bike. So when I feel super excited or full of energy, I get in my bike. I just have amazing time. That's one of my best cheesiest time when I'm in my bike, and that's something that I love to do a lot. Okay. Something that happened to me 10 years ago. I'm from Chile. My wife is from Venezuela. I was working before like a missionary pastor in South America. But we've been here in USA for 10 years, okay? So 10 years ago, I was getting here with my wife and my daughter, which is now 12. In that moment, she was 2 years old. And I get here to be the Spanish pastor for Anglo Church in Houston. And I remember that day when we get here, we were so full of dreams. We got a lot of fears because in our mind we got a lot of things like, okay, how's going to be life here in USA without the language? How are we going to understand the culture? Anyway, that happened to us 10 years ago. But it's been an amazing journey. Now we're going to be U.S. citizens in 3 more months. That's amazing. We love this country. We love the way that how God is being giving to us love in a unique, special way. So 10 years ago, everything started for us, in order to be right now here and in order to do Young Life too. So that's amazing, okay? So next question is, I'm looking at my notes here. Okay, so next question is, what do you really want to be when you grow up? That's a good question. It's a tricky question, guys, okay? Well, let me say this to you guys. I've been serving God like a full-time God guy, for 18 years. But I'm a follower of Jesus because one guy from this country, USA, he went far away to my country with this passion to try to connect people with Jesus. And I remember when this guy knocked the door of my house with a horrible Spanish, like my horrible English right now. And he knocked the door of my house. I was in high school, and he said to me, hey, I have free food. Let's play ping pong together. Of course, he said that in Spanish, okay? So, comida gratis y juguemos ping pong. Because that guy, he moved out of his comfort zone. I'm following Jesus right now. So what I want to do when I grow up, if I grow up, I want to do the same. I want to encourage people to get connected with Jesus and to find wherever God have or whatever they need to do to be better. If I'm a better guy right now, if I'm somebody that maybe look cool right now, or if I'm doing something good in my life right now, or if I have family right now, or it's because that guy, God put passion in that guy to move to my country in order to me to get connected with Jesus. And that's what I'm going to do. I want to die doing that. I've been doing that for a long time. I'm doing that right now. I'm doing that right now through Young Life. But I want to do that until my last day in this planet. I want to try to encourage people to find everything is through Jesus. So that's something that I want to do. How you can pray for me and for us? Of course, guys, you know that we're going to be 1 month over there in Windy Gap. Let me say this to you guys. I can't wait to be over there. I can't wait to hear what God has for me through each of one of you guys. I can't wait to be there and learn from you guys, and I can learn to be over there and give you whatever God put in my heart for you guys, okay? But we're gonna leave our area, and it's kind of scary because I have a big area, okay? So one prayer could be that I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna understand that God is in control and it's not Lucho. So pray for my area that everything's gonna happen good, because I'm gonna leave my area. In that moment, that we're gonna try to get everybody together in my area to be in camp. Okay, so pray for my area that everything's gonna happen. It's gonna happen better than the plan that we already got. I'm going to be 2 weeks without my family, and that's not easy. I love my family. I love to do everything with my family. So pray that everything's going to be good for my wife, Mel, for Hannah, for Lucho, for Mariellen, and then I'm going to be good with you guys. So pray for that too. And you can pray for me. I mean, this is my pray, my daily pray. I only want to be the best tool in every place that God sent me. So that could be my prayer. That I'm gonna be the best tool in Windy Gap during May 25th to June 25th. That's what is in my heart, okay? So love you guys, los amo mucho. No puedo esperar a verlos, o estoy desesperado para verlos. Traducción, guys. Y Shuzan, John Lyon.
Hello, assigned team. My name is Allison McCarthy, and I'm on staff in Atlanta, Georgia. I've lived here for about 7 years and really have made Atlanta my home. It's a great place, contrary to what other people might say about the traffic here. 10 years ago, I was having my first summer assignment, and it happened to be at Windy Gap first session. So I'll be at a place that's near and dear to my heart with all of you, which will be really fun. No pets, no family that live close by, which is really sad, but by the time I see you, I will be an aunt for the first time. My brother and his wife are expecting in April, and I'm super excited about that. So, let's see, when I feel most alive, I am either making people laugh or laughing myself or cooking. I love to do all of those things. So, yeah, cooking. Love cooking. One way you can pray for me is that the next 2.5 months that I would just spend some really solid time here in Atlanta, hanging out in my little townhome, and yeah, being with the Lord. So that's all I got for you. See you in a couple months.
Hi, my name is George Estrello. I'm 22 years old. I work in the Highland Park area of Dallas. I've been on staff for about a year now. I volunteered for 3. I'm single. I don't have a spouse. I don't have any pets or anything, so I can't show you that. What else? Something that happened to me 10 years ago. I went to my first ever camp as a kid in church, so that was fun. Met a lot of good friends that I still talk to now. One thing I wanted to be besides Young Life staff person, I wanted to do law. I was actually studying criminal justice, and I wanted to go into the law field. So I was looking to being a lawyer before the Lord called me to do this. So that's fun. What else? I think that's it. I'm really excited to meet everybody this summer. My job is going to be the work crew assistant boss, or you know what I mean. And I love Windy Gap. I take my kids there all the time. So I'm really excited to do my very first ever assignment. I've done 2 summer staff sessions last year and the year before that at Cookie Creek and Lost Canyon. So that's really fun, and I'm just really excited to be with you guys, and I can't wait.
Hey, I'm EJ Scalf. I'm an area director in Brevard, North Carolina, and I will be a men's head leader this summer at Windy Gap. And I want to introduce you to my family.
I'm EJ's wife, Megan, and this is our oldest.
Sullivan.
And Sullivan, how old are you?
4.
And this is?
Eli.
How old are you, Eli?
3.
3. And this is Nora. She's 3 months. And we're excited to be on assignment.
And I guess I'm supposed to answer a couple questions. What am I doing when I feel most alive? I would say spending time with my family and being outdoors, fishing, fly fishing, I love it. Hiking, anytime I can get my feet in any kind of water or jump off a rock, it's a good day. Story about 10 years ago. Not a story, but 10 years ago, I was wearing 2XL t-shirts, Jordans, flat bills, and diamond stud earrings. Clay, you know what I'm talking about. And how can you be praying for us? Well, we are in the midst of crazy winter times right now, so you can pray for that. But life with 3 kids is craziness right now, and learning how to do this job and ministry. And so you can just be praying for that. Really looking forward to being with y'all. See ya.
Hey, my name's Jared Pilot, and I'm the area director in Tuscaloosa, and I'll be the work crew coordinator this summer. My family's not here right now, unfortunately, but I have the next best thing, which is a classy family photo. So here we are. Look at that. That's Jordan, my wife. That's our dog Piper, and our new 2-month-old Grace. She's really awesome. I have a better picture right here of her. Check that out. We also have Piper here herself. Piper! Hey, look at that! Hey! She's really excited, folks. So to feel most alive outside of Young Life stuff, obviously, it is hunting with my family. I love hunting with my family. 10 years ago, I was finishing high school, starting college. My freshman year of college, got in trouble for drilling holes in the ceiling of my dorm room, set the fire alarms off. Police came, fire trucks, the whole gig. I like to call it the first extreme Eno experience because we were trying to hang a hammock, but almost got kicked out of student housing, but I didn't, so we're still here today. When I grow up, I wanted to be a boat captain or a hunting guide, so I'm still trying to kind of work towards those things. You can be praying for us. This is our first assignment with Grace. We're really excited about that. But trying to figure out what that means, have a family on assignment other than just Jordan and I. And as we kind of finish out this spring, looking forward to being at Windy Gap with y'all. See you soon. Oh, I'll end with this. Jordan killed that, so top that one.
Hey everybody, I'm Jordan Puig from Sumter, South Carolina. I'm going to be an assistant work crew boss, and I'm single. I have a little dog. His name's Trex, and that's all I got. I would say what I'm doing when I feel most alive is going on an adventure, hiking, jumping off a bridge, something stupid. And story from 10 years ago was probably getting ditched for homecoming my sophomore year of high school. And then what I wanted to be when I grew up was probably a personal trainer and own my own business. And I would just love prayer for my camp trip is in the second session, which I'm sure a lot of y'all's is too, but just that I'll be prepared for my camp trip before our assignment so that I don't feel like I'm coming back in a hustle. All right, look forward to meeting y'all.
Hey everybody, my name is Amber Lewis. I am on staff in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I do Capernaum. And I've been doing that since August, and I love it so much. And one of the questions was, what makes you feel most alive? And it's so interesting that that question's asked, because as I was transitioning out of a career leader to staff, that was the question that I asked myself the most, and what ultimately led me, and the Lord leading me to staff. And such a good question. My job for the summer is assistant work crew boss. I don't exactly know what that means, but I'm sure that I'll find out really fast. I don't have any pets. I actually don't like animals, and sometimes people really hate me because of that. But, I like to be upfront and honest, and that's what we're about, right? 10 years ago, I was 14. Hard year, whoa. But something that happened that year, I transferred schools, and I went from being an Altus Owl to an Ozark Hillbilly. that's a real mascot, and I grew up in rural Arkansas, so that's what you get. And my parents still live there, and my sister's married to a guy in the military, and my brother is also in the military, so they've kind of been all over the place. And I'm a middle child. What I wanted to be when I grew up, I wanted to be a teacher, which I did. I was a teacher for a while. I also, at one time, I think wanted to be a like oral surgeon because I liked cutting the pigs open during anatomy, and I'm not smart enough to do that at all. And you know, I wanted to be a child psychologist and wanted to join the Peace Corps, and I wanted to do everything. So I love what I get to do now. It's such a gift. How you can be praying for me. My leadership team, you know, Capernaum is really new here, and we have some strong guy leaders, and I just join me in prayer that the girls that are leading will desire to have friendships with these kids. They love people with disabilities, and that's what their life is about, and that's beautiful, but that, you know, they want to know these girls outside of a professional setting and do life with them. Yeah, this is fun. I will get to meet you all so soon. Bye.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching this video and checking in on all the other people that will be on the assigned team. Hopefully this will help us to get to know each other a little bit. I'm really looking forward to being together, and just wanted to remind you to be in prayer. Prepare in prayer. That's the biggest and best thing we can be doing between now and the day that we're all together, is to be in prayer daily for our time together, for our session, for the high school kids, and for the lives that Christ will change while we're together. Thanks, and talk to you soon.